There is some conversation in the chat going on about Kevin Korchinski, and I saw
perimeter pause.
someone mentioned that perhaps he should have gone back to the Western Hockey League this year instead. I don't understand how does it benefit him?
Games late on that conversation.
Yeah. How does it benefit him to just like toy with dudes? That doesn't make you better.
The only reasoning that I feel like makes sense is give him another year of physical development before getting to the professional level. But for Korchinski, I feel like he got to a point at the beginning of this year where, he's not a small guy. He's thin, slender. He'll have to fill out his frame a little bit more, and that'll just come with time. But skill-wise, how he reads the game, the pace of everything that's going to be coming at him as a defenseman, I would much rather have him, like he has this season, gone through the NHL, play at the NHL level, learn some hard lessons, and be able to learn from them. Go into next season with, the ability to say like, all right, I know what to expect as far as the pace of the game, the speed of the game. He has the ability to make those decisions quicker. I think we've seen that at times this season. I think it's much better for his development moving forward to get those kinds of lessons than if he played in the WHL, was the number one defenseman, number one power play guy, too good to play in that league, put up 90 points as a defenseman or something. Like, that's all well and good. That makes you feel good dominating junior hockey. But I think at this point, and look, the Blackhawks are very in tune with their development system, and I think if they figured there's not much left for him to learn, then let's bring him up.
So physical development, I get that, a valid point, but he's here working out with Paul Goodman all the time with an NHL training regimen and diet and dietitians and all that stuff. So maybe that's a wash. The other thing too is like, I think in Connor Bedard, think back to like the first handful of games Connor Bedard played, where some of the bad habits he developed because he was so much better than everybody he played against in junior. He thought he was going to come to the NHL and split three defensemen and dangle through everybody. And he had to learn those hard lessons of, no, dude, like, you're really, really good. You're going to be great. We all know you're going to be great, but you're not going to dangle through Colton Parayko or Victor Hedman or Roman Josi or whoever it might be at that time. Those guys are going to shove you down to the ice, and it's going to be going the other way. Yeah. So, more time, like you said, top power play, 90 points, all that stuff is great, but it's I do feel like when you're that much better than the guys you're playing against, you can get away with cheating a little bit, and you get away with, I'm so much better, I can make up for the speed. Mm-hmm. I think learning lessons at the NHL level with very little expectation to win, and I think that's kind of what separates Korchinski from Boquist and Jokiharju, who came up here on teams that were at least like pretending like they were supposed to win. They had expectations of being at least competitive playoff teams. And he had none of that pressure this year.
We all silly like the mayor.